phlegmatic is the most stable and also the most stubborn of all the four temperaments. The phlegmatic is calm, the phlegmatic is cool, the phlegmatic is collected. They hardly get offended. These are the kind of people that when you step on their toes, they are likely to even be the one to tell you, I am sorry. Why? Because conflict terrifies them. They try as much as possible to avoid trouble by all means. They are known as the peacemakers. Phlegmatics are also people persons. They love people and they have many friends around them, just like the sanguine. The only difference is that they are more reliable and dependable. They are trustworthy. You can depend on them because whatever friendship they have and they share with you, it's deep, unlike the sanguine that is superficial. When we come back, I'll talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of the phlegmatic. See you then. Alright, nice to have you guys back. I still remain Hadassah, your temperament coach. Quickly, let's go into the strengths and the weaknesses of the phlegmatic temperament. Number one strength of the phlegmatic is that they are dependable. Yes, if you have any phlegmatic as friend, I would advise you hold on tight onto them because they are really very reliable and they hardly disappoint. They are the kind of people that even when you do something back to them, when you hurt them deeply, they hardly let you go. Why? Because they oftentimes think of the moments shared together and the long-term, friendship and relationship that you've had. So they are quite dependable. Even if you hurt them, they still, want to do you good. They don't want to hurt you in return. Another strength of the phlegmatic is that they are calm. Yes, these people make, they make great scientists. They make great poets. They make great whatever it is that needs patience and calmness to achieve. That's where you find them. And one more strength of the phlegmatic is that, oh my God, these people are quite understanding. They may be unemotional, but their quiet nature helps them to listen to you more. So they tend to relate to whatever it is you're going through much more than you can ever think or imagine. Now let's quickly talk about the weaknesses. One of the weaknesses of the phlegmatic temperament is that they can be uninvolved and kind of laid back. I mentioned earlier that they have a whole lot embedded in them. You might never know the kind of talents, the inventions, the great books that would have been written by phlegmatics if only they can push themselves forward a little bit. Because they are laid back, they don't want to get involved in things. So they tend to bury all those things inside of them, which isn't too good. So that is one of their major weaknesses. They don't want to get involved in things. Another weakness of the phlegmatic is that they can be very stubborn. Oh my God. Don't be deceived by their quiet nature. Don't be deceived by their stability. They can be very, 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 very stubborn. Yes, phlegmatic are stubborn. I have lots of them as friends. Why? Because they find it very difficult to change things. Change, they say, is a constant thing, but it is not always like that with phlegmatics. If they already have a way to do things, they can be very rigid. They may refuse to change how to do it, even if you introduce it to them as a better way. Then the third weakness of the phlegmatic is that they can be unemotional. Sometimes you just have to show a little feelings and show a little emotions. When people treat you bad, you may not even know if you've offended them or you've done something terrible to them. So even if they are hurting, they may not show it. So that isn't so good, is it? All right, so we shall be stopping here for today. We've talked about the phlegmatic, their strengths and their weaknesses. Of course, as always, I am still Hadassah, and as always, you should subscribe to our YouTube channels at Expand Visions to get notifications and updates on everything you need to know about temperament. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.